Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. We're getting close to finishing our Stargate. See it peeking through there. And yeah, I have been crafting up just tons and tons of circuits. We have 150 million or so. We need about 200 million. I just turned off the automated thing for the time being. So I actually did set it up to do 210 million, craft 10 million at a time. I just have it kind of turned off while I am in game, kind of looking around. I think I'm going to start crafting up the Stargate ring blocks, at least get those going. Probably, well, we need a total of 16, I believe, for the completed Stargates. Well, at least one of the one Stargate. I know technically you need 2 to go through it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do the 8 first, and then I will use those 8 Stargates to make the controller. And then we'll knock that out. And then I just need the 8 more of those again. So we need 16 total. And yeah, I think I'm going to start getting those going. Now, I am crafting up some quantum at the moment, molten quantum. It does get consumed in our... it gets consumed in the hypogen recipe that we're doing. And think keep debating whether or not to boost this, like do the next one up, but to be honest, I don't think, even if this is running at like full blast, I don't think it's gonna produce hypogen as fast as we need it, to be honest. We end up just crafting some with the recipes. Our infinity is like going super quick. We're producing 184,000 a second. Whereas hypogen, it's only 20,000 a second. And I think this is a lower tier. Yeah, this is a lower tier patch. So yeah, hypogen is just pretty slow. And we use quite a bit of it. I want to say probably like 1 billion per Stargate block. Although a lot of that might be in the circuits that we are crafting up. The optical circuits. So, long story short, I am crafting up more quantum, so we have it in the A system, so I don't get issues when I try to start recipes, because that is annoying. Also, I'm just noticing there is... Why is there hot ingots there? Why is there... How did those end up? I wonder if that was like a... me canceling a recipe or something? I don't actually know. Because usually all hot ingots should just go in here, I think. Yeah, or dictionary. Or dictionary hot ingots. This is also, well, I could probably just do... I don't know. This is probably over-engineered a little bit. I probably don't need it. And infinity is just kind of like a buffer for the millions of ingots that we create. There probably is a better way to do that. But you may notice this one here. I actually crafted up a second... What the... I put a... How do I have... Did I put the wrong... No? How does that have... That was weird. How did that have maintenance issues with an auto maintenance hatch? That was weird. Alright, I have seen a couple issues with the auto maintenance hatches. Usually if you're trying to share them between multi-blocks, you get issues, but I've never seen that just like... Well, actually, now that I think about it, in the past I think I might have seen that. Oh well. Yeah, so I crafted up 2 of those. So now we have 2 mega vacuum freezers that have 1 million amps of UXV, and also we have 2 mega blast furnaces with that. I have gone ahead also, now that our Oganesson is fully taken, I was gonna, as I was talking, I was gonna fix that. Like, the easiest way is like if I pull it out and put it back in, it goes in the infinity chest over there. So the fastest way would just be like creating like a recipe to pull them all out at the same time, but I might just throw an export. Oh, that's a fluid one. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it's only a few. It's like a few ingots in my A system. It doesn't really matter. It was just like, oh, that's a bit surprising that we have hot ingots in there. I don't know why it's just these 2 as well. Yeah, I'll just do that. And then I'll just connect this to the main network, I guess. All right. Anyway, we'll just let it speeds up a bit, but that'll just slowly empty that out. Then I'll switch it over to Titanium when it's done. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start getting the Stargate things up. I'm just gonna wait for that. It actually probably doesn't really matter. Maybe get this going. It still has quite a lot of crafting to do. Man, sometimes it's still kind of crazy that I just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna craft up an entire Stargate ring block. Like, okay, no problem. All right, it is a little bit of lag. I could feel it just because if I look at this, yeah, it's at 0. I haven't gone through and fixed some of these recipes, so we'll just let this run and craft up. Really quickly, I did want to mention, and this came up on my Discord, and we were talking about like circuits and the amount of circuits that you need. And originally, I switched over to all our optical circuits because the bio circuits were kind of a pain with the bio whatchamacallit, what are they, the bacterial vats and stuff. So I kind of wanted to like get away from them, and I ended up just switching all my recipes over to optical circuits, and then I've expanded all my optical circuit assembly lines to craft them up. But one of the main uses of the circuits are actually the infinity chests, which is actually the quantum chest. Or quantum chest, I believe, which uses UEV circuits. So technically, I could do, instead of using the optical, I could actually use bio mainframes. And I actually started to set up doing that. So I expanded our BioWare assembler. As you can see, there is now 8 of them. I only had 1 before. I've set that up. It's got a subnet and all that stuff underneath. But the main kind of issue I have with that is the actual BioWare circuits are very, very slow. You can see my A system struggling a bit. So I might let the world run here and sort itself out. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'm gonna work on probably the next one I'm gonna craft up. Um, I'll work on a lot of the recipes, just fixing some of them. But yeah, so this max circuit assembly line with the UXV wireless hatch only does like 144 of the bioprocessors every 6 seconds. So, and you need double them because you need mainframes instead of like the optical, like would call it like the tier 3 optical or whatever. You need the tier 4, so you need like double the amount. So if I want to craft up tens of millions, although at this point I don't know if we only need about 60 million, I think, because we have crafted up so many of the optical circuits. But I was just thinking, I'm like, I would have to craft up a whole bunch more circuit assembly lines for both of these, and then I would have to do advanced assembly lines for the other parts, and I haven't done that with the bio mainframes. Like, we just don't use them really. The benefit would be like cheaper materials, but I don't actually know if the speed would be much quicker, to be honest. Like the actual bioprocessor recipe is a bit faster than the optical circuit recipe over here, but you need double the amount because it's the tier 4 that, I don't know. At this point, I'm like, do I want to spend all this time setting up, like, doing that for another thing of circuits? Maybe, like, looking back, we would have done that. But at this point, I'm like, I don't know. Should we just... I could just have this running. Maybe I don't know. I keep, like, changing my mind how I want to do that. But in the meantime, while that is crafting up, I've actually crafted up another assembly line, and this is for our tier 9 fluid storage cores. We need like just a ton of these for the cell blocks. So you need 3 of these, and you need 704 of these for one ring block. So the it just takes a while, and it stops all the other stuff from crafting up. So I want to split it off. We've done that many times for all these things. That's I remember when that was like a 1,000-second recipe. So fun. I love seeing the base like this. It is pretty fun. I know like some people like really don't like quote unquote OP stuff. But like, I don't know, when you get to this point in a mod pack, I just think it's a lot of fun. Wonder if this will... I was just thinking, I wonder if that would place this all correctly. I could do the copy paste, but I was like, this might be quicker if I just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have too many of those. That's right, because the basic one's probably like 5 or something like that. It just doesn't feel long. No, it is 9. I guess it's because the one next to it's like a really long recipe. Alright, I do like having that on the back. That there. And then... what do I put the output there. I never really thought to do that. Would that actually work now that I'm thinking about it? Because usually the fluids have to be in the correct order. How would that work if they're on both sides? All right. As you can see, this is kind of the issue with that multi placing it automatically with those multi-block things. It places the hatches and stuff in random places, which I like. I have very specific I just like making sure they're all the same. It makes expanding this much easier when I know exactly where stuff is supposed to go. All right, well, I'll get this up and running. And will probably, after I do this, I'll probably start working on fixing some of these recipes. We have like done so many of these recipes just by fixing a lot of the circuit recipes. Like you also, like I fixed this, but it's used in both recipes kind of thing. Also, did I mention, I don't know if I mentioned, I actually switched over. Now we have 2 billion scenarium from our bees. I switched over the something ingots, irradiant. So I was doing the glowstone, uranium glowstone recipe. Now I'm actually doing Cenarium. And the reason I did that is because Cenarium, you only need one of these, and it's 15-second recipe at ULV, and the glowstone is the same, but you need 4 of those, so it's 4 times as slow crafting up all that glowstone. I don't remember if I had mentioned that, so that was just kind of like a little minor change. I'm just basically doing little tweaks here and there around the base, just fixing stuff that I notice slow here, upgrading here, you know, placing upgraded wire hatches and stuff like that. Also, when you switch this to the other mode, make sure you turn it on and turn it back on again, or turn it off and turn it back on again, so it switches over. I didn't realize it hadn't switched back to chemical bath. So a lot of these recipes were just sitting there stuck. And so it couldn't craft up. But yeah, all right, let me get this this advanced assembly line. I'm still kind of debating about the biocircuits. Maybe I should just get, oh, I don't have the mainframes. I need to, yeah, I don't even have recipes for the bio mainframes because we haven't used them in a long time. I'll need to set up assembly lines for this. But if I need, how many circuits do we have? I just used a bunch as well. What did I add? I had about 150 million, didn't we? 160? I don't remember how many we had. What did I say? 13 billion. It was like 13 million, I think, per. Yeah, so we used about, yeah, that's right. So I need, we have about enough for 10 more, so I need enough for about 5, say 6. I need enough bio mainframes for 6 more, so 6 times, what is that? 6 times 13. Uh-oh, we got math going on. What is that? 78. So I'm just kind of curious, like, what kind of, if I get that going. Yeah, I have, so you can see I've changed all the things. So lots fewer steps. We're not in the millions anymore. Oop, that one is. Maybe I should change that really quick before I do that. Hypogening it. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, there's still a few, but vast majority of them I have actually switched already. Yeah, maybe I will just get those crafting up. And they can just work while I'm doing other stuff. Okay, we are back. I've gone ahead and set up that advanced assembly line, and I just switched out all the wireless hatches on my extruders. I didn't realize, I thought they had been upgraded, but apparently I didn't do that. So we just got them upgraded. So it went from 1,000 to 4,408. It's still kind of slow, not gonna lie. For the bioprocessors. So we're crafting up the 80 million or so. But yeah, it does require like... That's a lot of chromatic glass bolts, isn't it? So... Yeah... It's still, chromatic. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, if you want to do this version, they are quite expensive. There is, like, this version, which is quite a bit faster. It just requires way more resources, and plus it requires these biocircuits, and yeah. Although, at this point, with the QFT, this actually isn't terrible, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just going with the less resources, but slower route, I guess, because we're just going to let this run. I've already crafted up a ton of circuits, obviously. So I think by the time these are finished, and I've used these all up, they'll be finished, I mean. Yeah, so I got that, and we set up the next one here, just the T9 cores. I may even do, it's just to kind of split this off. It's a UMV recipe, it's 20 seconds, you need thousands of them. So it kind of just backed up our assembly line, so that's why I switched that off. I may do one for this as well. I know I'm going to do this one, because this is another one. It's not a slow recipe, but you need like 30,000 of these per Stargate. So just splitting it off the other ones. I'm thinking I want to do that. Now, I do have... I should test this out, actually. I don't know how fast it's going to go. Here, why don't we... I'll just do like 10. I haven't actually tried this. I don't have the highest tier wireless energy hedge. I just used one that I had in the A system instead of crafting up the 1 million, because I don't actually know how fast this is going to go. It's only... What is it? Nine slices, so... it may be almost down to like a couple ticks with this, so I don't know if I need any higher than that. I just didn't want to waste resources on a bigger one, but that might be, I was like, that might be bottlenecked by all the bolts I'm crafting up right now. Yeah, the pipes might be, that's kind of funny. The pipes might be in like a later one. I don't know where they are actually. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it might be... It might be after that, so I don't want to mess with that. Like, I could pull the recipe out with the chromatic glass ingots, but then I would dump all those back in the A system, and I'd do that manually. So, alright. I might just, we'll just kind of wait for that, I guess. It's kind of annoying, though. But yeah, we did get our next Stargate, so 1 of 16. I guess we could go throw down on our little kind of Stargate. What was I going to say? Like a blueprint? Not a blueprint, but this is where we're putting it. I kind of like this, I like this flooring, too. It looks really cool. I know I've done, like, red, black, and white many times. I tried to get away from that in this base, but I don't know. I just love red, white, and black. And you may notice that my my YouTube name is red and black. So yeah, those are just, I love that color combination, and it kind of goes with this with the red. But all right, well, anyway, we'll keep crafting this up. I think I may, as that stuff is crafting. Actually, did I? Remember, I was thinking about it. Did I start another one? I was going to start another advanced assembly on that. I couldn't remember if I did that. It is. It's a 7. I don't actually have that one. Just a small one. We haven't done a recipe for that. And again, I don't. This recipe, this is only UHV. This definitely doesn't need a super high tier thing. So I may just do, I'll just probably just do this manually. I think we actually have, I made extra of like everything. So I probably actually have everything we need for this. I just don't have like a specific recipe for it. But all right, let me get this set up and we'll come back. All right, we are back. I think I forgot to chunk load, although it does seem like it's chunk loaded, but it did show an error. You do. Not entirely sure what happened there. Wonder if it was these. Actually, did that put the... Alright, I'm actually gonna cancel again. That error sometimes just don't really know what it was saying. But yeah, it might have been like a chunk loading thing. Alright, did that put the... I got one. Try. No, I think it definitely voided. Definitely voided some, I think. I think it's these quintuple. Did I screw up the recipe? I might have screwed up. Oh, I know. I know. I didn't change the recipe. Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't change the recipe, and the original recipe had these named ones in there. Well, I don't need the named ones anymore. That's what it was. Yeah. So there will be named ones in here. Those named plates. Yeah, that's also the benefit of doing the advanced assembly lines. You don't have to use that naming thing. All right. So I think we're good there. I'm also going to... I want to test really quick. I don't know if I can unstuck that actually with what I just did. Actually, I could maybe do... Maybe I could just do some quintuple plates. I think I need... Well, it doesn't matter here. Just 124. Sure, why not? And zirconium. Maybe that will fix it. I thought once, if you didn't have the things in it, though, it failed the recipe. I do need a terminal to do this. Like, how does it... Oh, because I have a storage bus on it. I was like, how is it reading the... Like, yeah, how's that reading the main network? I'm just going to do that really quick. Man, that still sees it. There. I just want to see if... Did it work? I think it unstuck itself. But I feel like... Oh, maybe it was stuck on the... That. I don't know. Alright, well I think we sorted it out. Just kind of one of those random... I screwed up a recipe. Yeah, sometimes if I'm converting from a regular assembly line to this, I need to change the recipe. And I forgot there. One last thing really quick though, I did want to, because we have all these autoclaves running. And I only have like 16, so I don't have a whole lot. I really wanted to quickly test if this is... if this is here, input. And output. All right, so I'll do this, that, processing array, all these. Isn't that all we need for that? Input, output, energy hatch. They don't need a muffler. I think we're good. Oh, I didn't put the... Alright, cool. I'll throw 64 autoclaves in there. I just kind of wanted to see what... if this is faster than... I have a feeling it's going to be faster, because the other ones were a bit faster. Also, it's kind of funny that that's my main one. And it's connected to these, but it is what it is. Alright. 256, 42. Yeah, it just is. These processing arrays are just... they are just faster than the large processing factories. Alright, so I may convert those over. But again, we are getting so close to the end. I'm like, should I just let this run? And then when I wake up in the morning, we'll be done and I don't have to spend any time. I don't know. I'll think about that. Actually, that's 17 seconds. Okay, it is almost 3 times as fast. Yeah. All right, I'll have to think about that. But all right, so we got one more down. We got one Stargate block down and like 15 more to go. But it is going to speed up here because, like I said, I'm pre-crafting up all of the circuits, and that's the slowest part. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.